where today I am multitasking, answering your burning RV questions while attempting to make something that I have never made before in my entire life. So naturally, I'm gonna give it a shot in my RV kitchen. Tiramisu. Tiramisu? Tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
I don't know how this is going to go because I am currently still in Alaska and have access to one grocery store in this town. And while yes, compared to my video from January where I made a Baby Yoda cake in my RV kitchen, this is a much easier recipe. I could not find some very key ingredients for this dessert. I mean, honestly, I don't even know if I can still call it tiramisu. More like tiramisu. Sort of. You, my friends, have asked some really great questions that I am so ready to answer. But first, I wanted to address those of you who asked questions about driving through Canada, our trip in Alaska, and long travel days with our pets. I am making entire videos dedicated to those topics and will be releasing them over the next few weeks. So subscribe if you are not already, because you don't want to miss a thing. Also, I'm going to be reading all of your questions in a dramatic British accent because it amuses me, and you already clicked on this video, so we might as well just ride this one off a cliff together. Gathering ingredients for tiramisu, tiramisu. Whipping cream. Do you have to shake this? I'm shaking it anyway. First question. If you could change one thing about your RV, what would it be? The bathroom. Because I've said it before and I'll say it again. I want a bathtub. And I will continue to make videos about trying different bathtub options until I find an appropriate solution for that. Keith! I need assistance! Welcome, welcome, welcome to the RV kitchen.
Hello.
Hello. There's like 5 ingredients in this and I'm like very stressed about it.
Do you want to put it in now?
No.
What am I here for?
You are this guy.
Did it say high? Low?
Ring. What do you do for internet? We use Starlink, T-Mobile, and Verizon. And sometimes we just have to talk to each other because we're in the middle of the Canadian wilderness and there's no internet. So the recipe did ask for mascarpone. You really need to see how I spelled this out for myself to understand the pronunciation. But the Alaska grocery store did not have mascarpone. Fortunately, the recipe did say, quote, if you are a little loser who cannot find mascarpone, you may substitute it out for cream cheese, but you will always be picked last for dodgeball and will have to eat lunch alone in the bathroom like the loser you are. That is oddly specific. And she's unfolded until combined. Fold it in, David. Zing! Did you guys have different trucks before ending up with the one that you have? Story time. When we first started RVing, we had a Ford F-250 and a 36-foot Keystone Cougar RV, so our whole setup was much smaller. We were on our maiden voyage with the RV, and it was around 6 p.m. in the middle of nowhere, Texas, and the tire on the truck blew. And luckily Keith was driving because it popped us up into the air, and we had to wait on the side of the road for about 5 hours for roadside assistance. And while we were sitting there, we had the realization that everything that we loved was now inside of that fifth wheel. So we needed to make sure that we were protecting it the best that we could. So for us, it just made sense to upgrade our truck. And Keith discovered something that he loves more than me.
I love you like la 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 la.
I don't even know if I'm doing this correctly because I don't really know what folding it in means. Ooh, that is strong espresso. Okay, it's time to work on the cookie layer, which I'm a little nervous about, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The recipe did not offer substitutions for the ladyfingers, and apparently when the ladyfinger cookie companies pitched their product to the last frontier, Alaska politely said, "We don't want your cookies." So I, in a panic, grabbed these. How do you ensure that your RV is cool enough for your fur babies if you leave them for the day? My worst fear. We have an app, but what if power goes out or circuit breaker shuts off? Thanks. Y'all are possum. Our thermostat connects to Wi-Fi so we can always monitor what's going on in here, but we also have solar and a battery bank that would kick on as a backup. But otherwise, unfortunately, there is really only so much that you can do. This part is so easy and fun, you can get your kids involved. Chewy, get over here. I am now going to have to open up every individually wrapped cookie. Dipping my fingers, it happens to be a biscotti. Zing! Do you ever get stressed from moving around so much? You see, the secret, Justice Wyatt, is that I'm always stressed. I'm stressed right now. Yes, we once drove from Arizona to Connecticut in 10 days, and that was very stressful. But we don't always move around super fast. In fact, we've found that sprinkling in a month or week-long stays here and there in between all the fast traveling is really good for us because it helps reset, and also it's a long enough amount of time to be sitting to kind of get that travel itch again. Oh, it gets wider at the top. Nobody prepared me for that. Did you know that tiramisu literally means pick me up? Which is ironic because I have a feeling that after I try this, I'm gonna need a pick me up. Zing. Do you both have regular jobs? Keith has a regular job. He is an insurance adjuster who specializes in catastrophe work, which is why we ended up in Florida during the last hurricane season. And if you count clowning around in front of a camera all day and posting it onto the internet for people to judge you as a regular job, then yes. Have you ever had tiramisu before?
I have not.
Me neither.
The good news is I don't know what it's supposed to taste like.
That's what I'm banking on here. We're both gonna be like, that's decent. Because we have nothing to compare it to. Dust cocoa powder generously over the top. No recommended measurements? So to me that says dump the entire box of cocoa over the dessert. Also, I don't have a duster, but I do have a strainer. And if half bowl with holes was a species, they would be related. Oh my gosh, it's actually working. I did not see that actually working out for me. I would like to dedicate this award to my mother for always believing in me, and to my father for always pushing me to strive for my best, and to my cat for no other reason than he's really cute. Well, it's not pretty, but it's honest work. Zing! Oh. All right, now I have to put this into the fridge for a few hours and hope that the magical icebox will somehow make it taste good. And while I wait for that to chill, let's go through a few more questions. Meals and meal prep / planning on the road. Well, now I think I might just make tiramisu every night before a travel day. And if Keith doesn't like it, he can tiramisu me. Now, I believe you are asking me if I prep food for travel days and what we eat. It depends on how long the travel day is. For us, we are really fortunate because this floor plan, the refrigerator is accessible when all of the slide outs are in. And that was actually one of the reasons we went with this floor plan, was because we were thinking about those long travel days and
what are we gonna eat?
And so usually we just eat leftovers from dinner the night before, or we throw together a sandwich because we don't have to open up the slides. I like this one because it just says mail. Getting mail on the road is actually really easy, and we use a service called Escapees to get all of our just regular mail forwarded to us. And Amazon delivers to pretty much any RV park we ever stay at, which is great because I'm a package princess. Besides your bestie Renee, do you have other besties, or how do you keep up with your prior hometown friendships and also family? I have so many besties. Marco Polo is actually my favorite app for keeping up with friends and family. You just send little videos back and forth to each other, and it's very similar to like a text message thread, but it's so much more personal to see their faces and hear their voices than reading it on a text. Hey grandma, I just wanted to send you a quick video message and tell you we're doing great, we miss you, Alaska's beautiful, and I wanted to show you something really quickly. Do you have a cat and a dog? Where do you put all this stuff? I actually have a cat and a dog ×2, but they are all very small, fun-sized, if you will. And all of their stuff fits inside of one cabinet. So that includes their blankets, their toys, their food, their treats. And the cat's special stuff, their poops. They have a litter box that is tucked away inside of a cubby hole in the bathroom. Do you poop in your RV toilet? No, I poop in the litter box. I'm sorry. What is your favorite go-to exercise on travel days? If you have followed me for any amount of time, then you know that I have zero shame, especially when it comes to working out in public. So on travel days, I have been known to bust out all of my weights and do a workout in a Walmart or Cracker Barrel or Best Buy parking lot. Hold on to that feeling. But a simple 30-minute walk or a no equipment YouTube video is my more consistent go-to and probably a better option for you, unless you want to look like this. All right, last question that I'm going to answer today, and then I'm going to put my McGonagall voice away.
Behaving like a babbling, bumbling band of baboons.
What is your favorite and least favorite thing? And will you have any meetups? My favorite thing is the never-ending TLC. No, wait. That's my least favorite thing. Every time we fix something in here, something else breaks 15 seconds later, and I still don't want to talk about the broken slide trim. But that's just part of it. My house literally moves at speeds of 50 to 70 miles per hour on the regular, so watch out, Keanu Reeves, I'm coming for your brand. My favorite thing, ever since I was a little kid, all I ever wanted to do was travel a lot. Fun fact, I was actually looking into flight attendant school when Keith slid into my DMs and asked me to be his lover. And now I'm here, so stay in school, kids. As for meetups, I really enjoy organizing the volunteer events as we travel across the country, so I'm hoping to continue doing that as a way for us to all come together and meet up. And if I do host more of those, the best place to find out when and where they will be is going to be on Instagram and Facebook, so follow me on those. And that's how you do a self-plug. Well, moment of truth, and while it may taste like monkey butts, I had a lot of fun answering your questions, so at least there's that. Let's get in there. I put out new videos on Fridays, and I'll see you on the next one.